welcome to English Flow Podcast. Hello, everyone. Are you ready for another fun English adventure? Join the Watson family as they explore amazing places, meet interesting people, and create unforgettable memories, all while helping you improve your English in a fun and easy way. So, sit back, relax, listen carefully, and enjoy today's exciting story. Let's begin. It was an early morning. The Watson family woke up very late. The clock showed 7:30. Their flight to Japan was at 10 o'clock. Everyone hurried to get ready. Emma quickly checked the passports, tickets, chargers, and snacks. David looked for his backpack while Anna packed her camera and favorite book. Peter smiled because he had packed only his toy dinosaur. He forgot all of his clothes. Everyone laughed, and Peter quickly packed the rest of his things. A taxi arrived outside the house a few minutes later. The family got inside and started their trip to the airport. Peter looked out of the window with a big smile because it would be his first airplane ride. When they arrived at the airport, they checked in their bags and received their boarding passes. Peter learned that a boarding pass was like a ticket to the sky. After that, the family went through security and waited near their gate. While waiting, they enjoyed breakfast together. Emma drank coffee, the children had juice, and everyone talked about Japan. Anna wanted to see cherry blossoms, and Peter dreamed about riding the famous bullet train. Soon it was time to board the airplane. Everyone found their seats and fastened their seatbelts. As the airplane took off, Peter looked out of the window with excitement. The houses became smaller and smaller until they disappeared under the clouds. During the flight, the family enjoyed drinks and small snacks. Peter thought the tiny cookies tasted better because they were on an airplane. Everyone laughed at his funny idea. After many hours, the pilot announced that they were arriving in Tokyo. The airplane landed safely, and everyone felt excited to begin their new adventure. Outside the airport, warm sunshine welcomed the family. They got into a car that would take them to their hotel. As they drove through the city, they saw clean streets, bright lights, beautiful buildings, and many interesting places. The Watson family smiled because they knew this was only the beginning of their amazing journey. Tomorrow they would explore Tokyo, ride the famous bullet train, taste delicious Japanese food, and discover many exciting surprises. What adventures are waiting for them next? The next morning, the Watson family woke up early. Bright sunshine came through the hotel window. Everyone felt fresh and excited because today was their first full day in Japan. After breakfast, the family walked to the nearest train station. Everything looked clean and organized. People stood quietly in line and waited patiently for the train. Peter looked around with surprise. He had never seen such a busy station before. A few moments later, the famous bullet train arrived. It stopped smoothly, and the doors opened. The family found their seats and looked out the windows. Soon, the train started moving. At first, it moved slowly. Then it became faster and faster. Peter laughed happily. "I can't believe we're moving this fast," he said. Anna watched the beautiful countryside. She saw green fields, small villages, rivers, and mountains. The train ride was quiet and comfortable. Many passengers were reading books or looking out of the windows. After a while, the family arrived in Kyoto. Outside the station, they saw beautiful gardens and old wooden buildings. Everything looked peaceful. Their first stop was a famous temple. The family walked slowly through the large gate. Tall trees surrounded the temple, and colorful flowers covered the gardens. Peter noticed a small pond with bright orange fish swimming in the clear water. "They're so beautiful," he said. Anna took many pictures of the flowers and the peaceful scenery. The family spent a long time exploring the temple grounds. Later, they became hungry. They found a small restaurant nearby. Emma ordered noodles, rice, grilled chicken, and green tea. Peter looked at his bowl carefully. He tried using chopsticks for the first time. The noodles kept falling back into the bowl. Everyone laughed kindly. Finally, David showed Peter how to hold the chopsticks correctly. After a few tries, Peter picked up his first bite. "I did it," he shouted proudly. Everyone clapped for him. After lunch, they walked through a quiet shopping street. There were colorful fans, handmade toys, small souvenirs, and delicious desserts. Anna bought a small notebook with cherry blossom flowers on the cover. Peter chose a tiny lucky cat. He smiled and carried it carefully everywhere. As the sun slowly began to set, the family returned to their hotel. They were tired but very happy. It had been a wonderful first day in Japan. But tomorrow would be even more exciting. The family was planning to visit a giant aquarium, meet playful penguins, and explore one of Japan's biggest parks. The next morning, the Watson family woke up with big smiles. Today was another exciting day in Japan. After a delicious breakfast, they took the subway to a famous aquarium. The building was huge, and many families were waiting outside. As soon as they walked in, Peter stopped and looked around with wide eyes. A giant tank stood in front of them. Colorful fish, graceful rays, and a huge whale shark swam slowly through the clear blue water. "Wow!" Peter whispered. Anna quickly took out her camera and started taking pictures. The family spent a long time watching the amazing sea animals. They saw playful dolphins jumping out of the water and funny penguins walking in a line. Peter laughed every time a penguin slipped on the wet rocks. "It walks just like Grandpa after gardening," he joked. Everyone laughed together. Next, they visited the touch pool. A friendly guide showed them how to gently touch a small starfish. Peter was nervous at first, but then he smiled. "It feels funny," he said. After leaving the aquarium, the family walked to a nearby park. The weather was warm, and a soft breeze moved through the tall trees. Children were flying kites, families were having picnics, and musicians were playing happy songs. Emma bought 4 ice creams from a small shop. They sat on a wooden bench and enjoyed the beautiful afternoon. While eating his ice cream, Peter noticed a small puppy running across the grass. The puppy was carrying a red scarf in its mouth. Peter carefully followed it. The puppy stopped near an old man who smiled warmly. "Thank you," the old man said. "He loves making new friends." Peter gently patted the puppy. Its tail wagged happily. Before leaving, the old man gave Peter a small paper crane. "In Japan," he said, "the paper crane is a symbol of hope and good luck." Peter carefully placed it inside his backpack. As evening arrived, colorful lights began shining across the streets. The family walked through a lively market filled with delicious food, music, and smiling people. They tasted sweet pancakes, warm rice cakes, and fresh fruit juice. Anna bought a cute keychain shaped like a cherry blossom. Peter found a tiny panda toy and hugged it all the way back to the hotel. Back in their room, everyone felt tired but happy. It had been another wonderful day full of new experiences and happy memories. Tomorrow, the family would visit a beautiful bamboo forest and a famous monkey park. The next morning, the Watson family woke up before sunrise. Today was the day they would visit the famous bamboo forest. After breakfast, they took a train to the edge of the city. A short walk brought them to a peaceful path surrounded by tall green bamboo. The bamboo trees reached high into the sky. As the wind blew gently, the bamboo made a soft, relaxing sound. Peter looked up in amazement. "It feels like a magical forest," he said. Anna smiled and took pictures from every angle. The family walked slowly along the quiet path. They enjoyed the fresh air and listened to the birds singing in the trees. After exploring the forest, they traveled to a nearby monkey park. A guide welcomed the visitors and reminded everyone to stay calm and not feed the monkeys unless they were in the feeding area. Soon, the family spotted their first monkey sitting on a rock. It looked at them with curious eyes before climbing into a tree. Peter could not stop smiling. "There are so many monkeys," he said excitedly. Some monkeys played with each other, while others relaxed in the warm sunshine. One little monkey jumped onto a wooden fence and made everyone laugh with its funny face. Anna quickly captured the moment with her camera. Later, the family entered the special feeding area. They held small pieces of fruit behind a safe fence. The monkeys gently reached out and took the food. Peter laughed as one monkey politely bowed its head before grabbing a slice of apple. "I think he just said thank you," Peter joked. Everyone laughed together. After leaving the monkey park, the family stopped at a small cafe for lunch. They enjoyed warm noodles, rice, grilled vegetables, and fresh fruit. For dessert, they tried soft green tea ice cream. Peter wasn't sure about the flavor at first. He took one bite, then another. "It's actually delicious," he said with a big smile. As the afternoon turned into evening, they walked across a beautiful bridge over a quiet river. The sunset painted the sky with orange, pink, and golden colors. The whole family stood silently, enjoying the peaceful view. Emma took a family photo to remember the special moment. Back at the hotel, everyone talked about their favorite part of the day. Anna loved the bamboo forest. Peter chose the funny monkeys. David said the peaceful river was his favorite. Emma smiled and said that spending time together was the best part of all. Tomorrow, the family would visit an exciting amusement park filled with thrilling rides, colorful shows, and delicious treats. The last morning of the Watson family's trip arrived much sooner than they expected. Everyone woke up with mixed feelings. They were happy because another fun day was waiting for them, but they were also a little sad because their amazing vacation was almost over. After breakfast, they visited a famous amusement park. The entrance was full of colorful balloons, happy music, and smiling families. Peter could hardly stand still. He wanted to try every ride. Their first ride was a gentle roller coaster. As the train climbed higher and higher, Peter held his breath. Then it rushed down the track. "That was amazing," he shouted with a huge smile. Next, Anna chose the giant Ferris wheel. From the top, the family could see the whole city. Tall buildings, green parks, and distant mountains looked beautiful under the bright blue sky. Emma quietly took one last family photo. "It will remind us of this wonderful trip," she said. Later, they watched a colorful parade. Friendly performers danced through the streets while cheerful music filled the air. Children waved happily, and the family joined the celebration. At lunchtime, they enjoyed one final Japanese meal together. Peter surprised everyone by using chopsticks without dropping a single noodle. "Look at me now," He laughed. David smiled proudly. I think you're becoming an expert. Before leaving the park, each family member bought one small souvenir. Anna chose a beautiful fan with cherry blossom flowers. Peter picked a soft panda keychain. Emma bought a small handmade teacup. David found a tiny model of the famous bullet train. As the sun began to set, the family returned to the hotel to collect their luggage. Soon they were on their way to the airport. This time, nobody forgot anything. The check-in was quick, and before long they were sitting on the airplane again. As the plane slowly climbed into the sky, everyone looked out of the window one last time. The bright city lights became smaller and smaller until they disappeared beneath the clouds. Emma smiled warmly. This trip gave us beautiful memories that we will never forget. David nodded, and the best part wasn't the places we visited, it was spending every day together as a family. Anna looked through all the photos on her camera. Peter hugged his little panda and quietly smiled. He was already dreaming about their next adventure. A few hours later, the airplane landed safely back home. The family walked out of the airport feeling tired but very happy. Their journey to Japan had come to an end, but the memories would stay in their hearts forever. Every trip teaches us something new. We discover beautiful places, meet kind people, try different foods, and make unforgettable memories with the people we love. Thank you for joining the Watson family on their wonderful journey through Japan. We hope you enjoyed every adventure, every laugh, and every special moment. Until our next family adventure, goodbye, and see you soon.